The Oregon Ducks have been without a baseball team for the past 26 years, and finally the Division I team is coming back to Oregon's campus. And fans and coaches prepare for a whole new round of Civil War competition. Construction plans for the University of Oregon's College of Education is well underway. The building is set to be complete in the fall of 2008. The world's oldest shoes are currently being housed right here in Eugene. The Museum of Natural and Cultural History will be holding the shoes on display until August of this year. 81-year-old MacArthur Court will be closing its doors to athletics and opening up to academics. The future of Mac Court will be decided by spring 2009. Opponents of the measure say that if it passes, it would lead to standardized testing, forcing teachers to teach the test rather than work with individual students. Well, for nearly a year, the NCAA has been investigating the Nevada Athletic Department on issues of gambling and lack of institutional control. The probe is finished, and the university announced today that they are happy with the findings. An investigative committee has been looking into these two issues at the university for the past 10 months. This stems from possible violations by the men's and women's golf teams. The NCAA's findings state that no infractions incurred any relation to those two allegations. Nevada Athletic Director Carrie Gross says that she's relieved this part of the process is over.
Huge weight off of our shoulders.
The next step of the process is to present the findings of the investigation to the NCAA's Committee on Infractions. Nothing will be final until the committee acts on the investigative report. Well, the second round of the Legends Reno Tahoe Open is wrapping up today, and what a crazy day it's been up at Montreux. The course record was matched today, and after yesterday's round, a couple of favorites were fighting to stick around for the weekend. But first, let's update you on the Lady of the Hour, Michelle Wie. With the Democratic primaries wrapping up next week, the state of Oregon has been a high point of interest for presidential hopefuls. Senator Hillary Clinton has made several statewide appearances, while her opponent, Senator Barack Obama, continues to do the same. During campaign visits to the state, both presidential candidates stressed the importance of Oregon's vote in this year's primary election. The University of Oregon completed a big step in building its new basketball arena. The demolition of Williams Bakery, a staple of the community for more than 100 years, signifies the first visible step in constructing the $200 million arena. The southbound lanes of Interstate 5 through the Springfield-Eugene area are open again tonight. Emergency crews shut down the interstate late last night after a semi-truck wrecked just north of Beltline Highway. According to Oregon Department of Transportation, the truck caught fire after hitting a concrete divider. Witnesses say that they could see flames shooting as high as 75 feet into the air. No injuries were reported.
We're all drying here, Dina. How are things going out there?
Well, Liara, as the month of May approaches, spring seems to be coming and going. Currently, the sun is shining, but don't be fooled because clouds do bring rain for the week. Now let's take a look at your 5-day forecast over with the coastal region. Prepare for a few scattered showers if you're heading out to Florence this weekend. Today through Monday will be pretty rainy. Expect temperatures to get down to about 46 degrees on Tuesday with heavy rainfall throughout the day. Moving to eastern Oregon and the Bend area, you can expect fairly good weather compared to this side of the state. Your weekend forecast should be partly cloudy with temperatures getting up to 65 degrees on Sunday. But don't get too used to the rainless weather. Showers will return as you make your way into the week as temperatures drop to 43 degrees on Tuesday. Now looking ahead at your Portland forecast, and the rain doesn't seem to be leaving the area anytime soon. Expect light rainfall throughout the weekend with temperatures getting up to 68 degrees on Saturday and 63 on Sunday. Cloudy skies will remain overhead for the next 5 days, so prepare for scattered showers throughout the week. Finally, looking at your local forecast here in Eugene, unfortunately, Saturday's spring game at Autzen may be paid a visit by the rain clouds. Showers should scatter throughout the morning, but hope is in the air as temperatures are to reach a high of 70 degrees by late afternoon. The temperature will drop to 55 degrees on Monday, though, with showers continuing on throughout the week. So it looks like we're going to have to be patient for the springtime to get on here, but keep your umbrellas handy and hopefully the sun will be showing itself soon. For Oregon News, I'm Dina Kupfer. Back to you in the studio. The state's teachers' unions have joined hands in opposition toward Measure 60, a measure tying teacher pay to their classroom performance.
Their pay would be not on seniority, not on cost of living, but strictly on performance.
The ballot measure is sponsored by conservative activist Bill Sizemore, who says basing educator salaries on merit rather than seniority would improve the quality of state schools. But there is a big hole in the measure's wording.
My biggest concern is how are they going to measure, and they don't really say.
Opponents of the measure say that if it passes, it would lead to standardized testing, forcing teachers to teach the test rather than work with individual students.
Kids have different talents and abilities, and it's not fair to judge how well a teacher is doing based on a standardized test.
Pass or fail, School Board Leader Beth Giroux will continue to look for ways to improve student learning.
I think we're going to be looking at some incentives for teachers to increase performance and to teach those hard to teach students. And our board and the OSBA board don't object to looking at other ways to compensate teachers.
For now, teachers continue on the fight against the Sizemore bill. Dina Kupfer, Oregon News.
We'll do everything we can to approve adoption in this country. But that does not mean that we will cease to protect the rights of the unborn.
I am completely supportive of a ban on late-term abortions, partial birth or otherwise, as long as there's an exception for the mother's health and life.
Abortion has been an ongoing issue. Nationally, this surgery is legal in the first trimester, but with a pro-life president, each state could have the power to decide its legality. Here in Oregon,
we're actually a very safe state. Oregon's Constitution actually protects abortion rights more so than the federal Constitution does. So if it reverts back to the state's rights or the state deciding, we would be safe here.
Even though Oregon is a pro-choice state, there are some residents who feel that abortion should not be just a way out.
I would not want my girlfriend to get an abortion if she became pregnant. If it can happen, I would like to see abortion become illegal, or at least maintained a little better.
Doctors at Bohr's Clinic in Eugene have thought about the result of abortion becoming illegal with the overturn of Roe versus Wade.
You know, we'd probably be seeing a lot more people from Utah and Idaho coming over here for abortions than we have, because they would certainly be amongst the first states to outlaw abortion.
So that might be better for your clinic?
Well, it's not better for my clinic. I mean, I might be busier, but that's not better that people are going to have to go to all that trouble to get an abortion. No, it would be a real bad thing.
Bad thing or not, states will have to wait until November 5th to see which president's platform will rise to the occasion. Dina Kupfer, Oregon News.
Quiet streets, lots of trees, lots of flowers, and it's one of the most desirable neighborhoods in town.
This is how the residents of Fairmont Street describe their neighborhood, and they want to keep it that way. But with the university's new basketball arena going up just a few blocks away, residents fear their neighborhood's peaceful streets will be disturbed with noise and traffic. The university conducted a traffic impact analysis survey.
The overall transportation and traffic analysis did take a look at what our additional parking need would be. That overall, we're actually going to reduce by about 18% the amount of parking that will be in the neighborhoods.
But Fairmont residents fear their streets will be the new home for commercial on-street parking.
Traffic and parking are the big obvious ones, and we're hoping that we can keep people from parking in our neighborhood.
The residents of Fairmont Street voiced their concerns in an appeal against city planner Lisa Gardner, who ruled the university does not need a conditional use permit in order to proceed with the construction of the arena. A conditional use permit would allow neighbors to have more say in how the arena is built, including the amount of parking available and how traffic will flow to and from the facility.
It does give us one further level of protection in the neighborhood.
Currently, the arena is classified as university or college use, so no conditional use permit is required. Fairmont residents argue that the 12,500-seat basketball arena should be classified instead as arena indoor use, since its primary purpose is not academics.
Well, our best hope, of course, is that the hearings officer would reverse the planning director's decision and say that in this case, a conditional use permit process is required to build the arena. We understand the university needs an arena, so build it, but let's build it right when we build it and be something everybody, including the Fairmount neighborhood, can be proud of.
Dina Kupfer, Oregon News.